5,000, Koch answered. Maybe more. Scattered across at least a dozen camps in Soviet-controlled territory: Poland, Eastern Germany, Czechoslovakia. Patton's reaction was immediate. "Get me Eisenhower." But Eisenhower's response wasn't what Patton wanted to hear. The Supreme Allied commander was cautious. The alliance with Stalin was fragile, already fracturing. The war in the Pacific was still raging. The Soviets had promised to enter the fight against Japan. Pushing too hard on the POW issue risked everything. "George, we need the Soviets," Eisenhower told him. "We can't afford a confrontation. Not now." Patton's answer was blunt. "We have 5,000 Americans rotting behind Soviet wire, Ike. We can't afford not to confront this." But Eisenhower ordered diplomatic channels. Let the State Department handle it. Let the ambassadors talk. Patton obeyed, for about 72 hours. Then he called General Hobart Gay, his chief of staff, into his office. "Gay, we're going to get those men back." Gay knew that tone. He'd served under Patton long enough to recognize when orders from above were about to be creatively reinterpreted. "What are you thinking, sir?" Patton laid it out. He wouldn't invade Soviet territory. He wasn't insane. Reckless, maybe, but not insane. What he would do was apply pressure. Direct, personal, unmistakable pressure. He requested a face-to-face meeting with Marshal Zhukov, not through diplomatic channels, not through intermediaries, soldier to soldier. The request itself was a provocation. Patton was a theater commander. Zhukov was the conqueror of Berlin, Stalin's most trusted military leader. A direct meeting bypassed every layer of protocol that existed between them. The Soviets agreed, which surprised almost everyone. The meeting was set for mid-June at a location along the demarcation line. Our estimates put between 4,000 and 6,000 American POWs in Soviet hands right now, possibly more. Patton's jaw clenched. "And they won't release them?" "No, sir. Multiple requests through official channels. The Soviets stall every time." "Why? What's the play?" Koch paused. "We're not sure. Some believe it's leverage, bargaining chips for post-war negotiations. Others think Stalin simply doesn't trust us, doesn't want American soldiers witnessing what's happening inside Soviet territory." Patton rose from his chair, crossed to the map on his wall. That red line between American and Soviet zones cuts straight through Germany's heart like a wound. "These are boys," Patton said, his voice low. "They survived the Germans. They deserve to come home." He turned to Koch. "Build me a list. Every name. Every American we know Soviet forces liberated. Every camp location. Every scrap of evidence we've got. I'm demanding their return. Officially. On the record." Koch went to work on the documentation. It took a full week. The list was massive. Names, ranks, serial numbers, units, German camp locations, dates of liberation, testimonies from prisoners who'd escaped. 5,217 Americans, documented, verified, missing. Patton transmitted the list through official channels to SHAEF, Supreme Headquarters, Allied Expeditionary Force, attached to a direct message for Eisenhower, requesting immediate intervention with Soviet command. 5,000 American POWs unaccounted for, last confirmed in Soviet custody. Yalta Agreement requires their immediate repatriation. Eisenhower passed the request to the Soviet liaison. Polite, diplomatic. The Soviet reply arrived 3 days later. We have reviewed American claims. We find no evidence of American prisoners within our sector. All liberated personnel have been processed and returned to appropriate Allied authorities. If Americans believe otherwise, they are mistaken. Patton read it once, read it again, then hurled it across his office. They're lying. We have names. We have witnesses. And they claim these men don't exist? General Gay, his chief of staff, tried to steady him. Sir, this is diplomatic now. SHAEF will manage it. SHAEF will talk. And while they talk, our boys rot in Soviet camps, wondering why nobody's coming. Patton moved across the room,